Hello friends, in this video we are going to study about decision making statement in C. In decision making, a programmer specifies one or more conditions to be tested along with the statement to be executed, and based on the result, statement either execute or not. Means in a C program, programmer can specify one or more conditions with some statements, and based on the result, means the condition is either true or false. If the condition is true, then our statement will execute, and if the condition will be false, then our statement will not execute. And there are following types of decision making statements in a C. First is a if statement, second if else statement, next is a nested if statement, then nested if else statement, then switch statement, and conditional operator. Conditional operator is also called question mark operator or ternary operator. We will study about all decision making statements one by one. Now first check the if statement. Here is the syntax of if statement. If statements starts here, first of all we will write if and open curly bracket and closing curly bracket. Means if statement starts here and ends here, and it is called body of if statements. And within the if statement we will write statements. For example, statement 1, statement 2, statement 3 up to statements n. And within the round bracket we will write the condition. If the condition is true, then we will move inside the if, and the statements 1, statement 2, statement up to statement n will be executed. And suppose if the condition is false, then we jump after the if block, and the statements will never execute. Now check the condition. For example, we are taking a equal to 5 and we write the condition a greater than 0. We will write condition a greater than 0. Here value of a is 5. Here value of a is 5 and 5 is greater than 0. Means this condition is true. Means this condition is true. Means we will move inside the if, and the statement 1, statement 2 up to statement n will be executed. And if we write like this, a greater than 10, here value of a is 5 and 5 can't be greater than 10, means this condition is false. If this condition is false, we don't move within the if, we jump after the if. Okay, so this is a concept of if block. If the condition is true, then we move inside the if, and condition is false, then we jump outside of if. And this is a flow chart of if. First of all, we will check the condition. If condition is true, then we will move inside the if, and if statements will execute. And if the condition is false, then we jump after the if block. So now check one example. With example, we can easily understand the concept of if block. Here we have declared one integer variable a, and value of a is slide with 50. Now value of a is 50. In a next line, we are using if statement, and we have written condition a greater than 10. Here value of a is 50. Value of a is 50, and 50 is greater than 10. Means this condition is true. 50 is greater than 10, and this condition is true. And if the condition is true, then we move inside the if block, and inside the if block we are using only one statement, and we are printing hello. So this printer will print hello. Suppose it is our output screen. So in our output screen, hello will be print. Hello will be print. So if we run this program, then we will get output hello. And after if there is a no lines and our program ends here, so this is our final output. And suppose if we will remove 0 from here, we will remove 0 from here, we are modifying our program, then what will happen? Value of a will be 5, and condition is a greater than 10. Again, here value of a is 5, and 5 can't be greater than 10. Means condition is false. Condition is false. 5 can't be greater than 10. If condition is false, we jump after the if. Okay, means here and here our program ends. So in this way this printf will not print hello and we will get nothing in our output. This program is correct but we will get nothing in our output. And one more concept is here. In a C we consider non-zero or 1 as a true and 0 means false. What do you mean by these statements? Okay, let's check. Okay, here instead of condition we can also write 1. What do you mean by 1? 1 means true. Here we are written 1 means the condition will always be true. If we run this program then we always move inside the if and we will always print hello. Okay, we always print hello. Always condition will be true and we always move in a if and always we will print hello. Similarly, if we will write 0, 0 means false. So false means the condition will always be false. Means we never enter inside the if and we will get nothing. Now check the another example. So next check the another program. Our first question is write a program to take one integer number from user as an input and print hello if number is greater than 10. Means we will take one integer number from the user and if user will enter number more than 10 then we will print hello and if the user will enter less than 10 we will print nothing. For example, if user will enter 20 we will print hello. If user will enter 50 we will print hello. But if user will enter 5 is less than 10 means we will print nothing. So let's check the program. First of all we will write int main. Then we will declare one integer variable a. Here a is a variable. When this statement will execute, one memory block will be occupied for variable a. And so right now this variable don't have any value and in a next line we are printing something. What we are printing? Enter one number. So this printer will print enter one number in our output screen. Suppose this is our output screen. So it will print enter one number. Now user will get the information and user will enter, for example, 50. Once the user will enter 50 and then this 50 will be stored in a scan app. We are using scan app for taking the input from the user and the user will enter 5. Then user will enter 50 and this 50 will be stored at the address of A. So the value of A will be 50. This 50 will be stored in A. So value of A will be 50. Now value of A is in a slide. User have entered the number. Now we have to check the condition. Entered number is less than 10 or greater than 10. So here we are placing if statement and we have written the condition A is greater than 10. Here the value of A is 50 and 50 is greater than 10. So this condition is true. We will move inside the if statement and we will print hello. So this statement will print hello. So this will be our output and now our condition is satisfied. Entered number is more than 10. Therefore we have printed hello. But suppose if user will enter less than 10 number, means if user will enter for example 5, then what will happen? Value of A will be 5. Okay. So here we will check the condition. 5 can't be greater than 10. Means we don't want, in this way we don't need to print hello. Now the condition is false and if the condition is false we jump outside of if. Okay. And here our program ends. In this way we will print nothing. So hello will not print. Now check the another example. Our second question is write a program to take one integer number from user as an input as the previous one and print hello. In this program we will again print hello, but if the condition is between, if the number is between 20 to 100, means if user will enter number between 20 to 100, only then we will print hello. Means if user will enter 10, then we will not print hello. If user will enter 5, then we will not print hello. But if user will enter 50, then we will print hello. So now we will modify this program. Okay. And okay. So our condition will be a greater than 20. Okay. First of all, this program will execute when then one memory block will be occupied for a. Okay. This printer will print the message, enter one number. So if user will enter, for example, again 50. So this 50 will be stored in a. So the value of a will be 50. So user have entered 50. In this condition, we have to print hello because the 50 is between 20 and 100. We have to print hello. So what the condition we will write here? Okay. We will write a greater than 20 and here we will use logical operator. Here we have to check two conditions. The entered number must be greater than 20 and less than 100. Okay. So and a less than equal to 100. Greater than equal to. Okay. So we will write this condition. Value of a means entered number is 20 or more than 20 and value of a less than 100 or up to 100. Okay. So here the value of a is 50. 50 greater than equal to 20. This condition is true. 50 is greater than 20. And here 50 less than equal to 100. Value of a is 100. Value of a is 50 and 50 is less than 100. Means this condition is true. This condition is true. Both conditions are true. Then this AND operator will return true. And if the condition is true, we will move inside the if block and we will print hello. So our output will be hello. And this is our program. And suppose if user will enter another number. Okay, for example, if user will enter 5. So the value of a will be 5. Okay. And if the user will enter 5, then we will print nothing because 5 is not between 20 to 100. Means we want to print nothing in this condition. Okay. And here value of a is 5. Okay. 5 is greater than 20. This condition is false. 5 can't be greater than 20. This condition is false. Then there is no need to check another condition because AND operator will return false. Okay. If the condition is false, then we can't move within the if. We jump after if. Okay. And in this way our program ends here and we will print nothing. So friends, this is a simple example of if statements. And if you need more videos related to computer science and information technology, please like and subscribe my channel and don't forget to press the bell button for latest notification. Thank you.